How do you take a simple, scheduled automation, a set of rules that just runs on a timer, and turn it into something that can actually think,
Yeah.
something that can adapt
Yeah.
and execute really complex actions?
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're moving past that basic script. We're going to look at the specific tools that give your workflow a brain and hands.
Welcome back to the deep dive. So, if you were with us for part one, you've already got the foundation down, the scheduling, the triggers, all that core logic.
That was the body, right? We built the robot.
Exactly. You built the body, it's standing up, it's ready to go.
And now we give it a mind.
Now we give it a mind. Our mission today is all about mastering these final 7 advanced nodes. We're talking nodes 11 through 17.
Okay.
And we've broken it down for you into 3 really critical areas: advanced data handling, connecting to the outside world, and the big one, the AI engine itself.
These are the tools you need to build a real AI agent.
These are the superpowers. Let's get into it.
So when we built that foundation, we talked a lot about splitting data.
Right.
Taking a big stream of information and breaking it into smaller chunks to work on.
Yeah.
But once you've done all that work,
Yeah.
you kind of need the opposite. You need to put it all back together.
That is exactly where node 11, the aggregate node, comes in. We call it the cleanup crew.
The cleanup crew, I like that.
It's all about presentation. So say you've split a huge spreadsheet into, 50 rows. You run an AI summary on each one.
Right.
You don't want your workflow spitting out 50 separate emails or notifications.
No, that would be complete chaos.
Total chaos. So you use aggregate to combine all those little pieces back into one single list or one item.
Like putting the marbles back in the bag.
Perfect analogy. It makes sure that final report for your boss lands as one polished, neat document, not 50 little fragments. It just looks professional.
Okay, that makes total sense. So that brings us to node 12, the code node, the calculator.
Ah, the scary one.
This is the one. I think most people see it. They see that cursor blinking, waiting for JavaScript or Python, and they run away.
They do. And I get it. It lets you inject these small bits of deterministic code. But the thing we really want you to get today is that you do not need to be a coder to use this.
I can admit something here.
Go for it.
I still wrestle with, really complex tech stuff. So I'll just open up an AI tool and literally type, write me n8n code to fix this date format so it's year, month, day. And it just works.
And that's the modern workflow. You're just outsourcing the scripting part. You use this node when the simple built-in functions just aren't enough.
Like really weird text formatting.
Exactly. Or, some kind of complex math that you need to run. I saw a great example of this recently with messy API outputs.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you scrape a YouTube transcript, what you get back is often just a wall of text.
Right. It's all mixed together, timestamps, the words.
All of it. And you need to split the actual text from the timestamp into 2 clean fields so you can analyze it. The code node is perfect for that fiddly little job.
And you might go back and forth with the AI a little bit, right?
Yeah.
You give it the input, show it the wrong output it gave you, and explain why it's wrong.
A little refinement, yeah. But once that script is in the code node, it's purely deterministic.
Reliable, predictable, every single time.
And that's the real power. It handles that stuff way faster and cheaper than asking a big, expensive language model to try and, fix the text on the fly. That just adds cost and slowness.
So that brings up a question for me. If the AI is good enough to write the code for the node,
Yeah.
why not just ask the AI agent itself to fix the formatting directly? Cut out the middleman.
Great question. Because the code node is faster, cheaper, and perfectly consistent every time. Okay, so we've cleaned up our data. Now it's time to connect our workflow to the entire outside world.
Mm-hmm.
And we start with node 13, the webhook. The easiest way to think of this is like a permanent digital mailbox.
And this is what lets your workflow act almost like its own service. Right?
Precisely. It gives you a unique URL that is always listening. And when any outside app sends data to that address, could be anything, a new order, a form submission, your workflow just wakes up instantly.
So this is the magic bridge for connecting to apps that don't have a native integration.
You got it. If there's an API, you can usually tell it to send a ping to a webhook.
Right.
So maybe you're scraping leads with some custom tool. Instead of, exporting a CSV file and dragging it over, you just tell the tool to send the data straight to the webhook URL.
And it goes right into your system, like Google Sheets or a CRM.
Instantly. It's all real time.
So if the webhook is the ear that's listening,
Yeah.
then node 14, respond to webhook, must be the mouth that answers back.
It's the other half of the conversation. It's a crucial two-way street. This node sends data back to whatever app triggered the webhook in the first place. It completes the loop.
And this is absolutely critical for anything that needs to happen in real time, like a website chatbot.
Oh, without a doubt. Imagine a user types a message. The website sends it to your webhook. Your AI thinks for a second. If you don't use the respond node to send the answer back,
The user's just stuck. Their browser just hangs, waiting.
it just hangs forever, it'll time out. And there's a really important technical step here that people miss all the time.
Okay, what is it?
In the webhook trigger node, the respond setting usually defaults to immediately.
Which means it responds before it does any work.
Exactly. You have to change that setting to using respond to webhook node. That one little change tells the other system, hey, I got your message. Hang on, I'm working on the answer.
That feels like a really important detail.
It is. We run simple tests with tools like Postman all the time, just sending a message and using the respond node to send it right back to make sure that handshake is working perfectly.
So what's the bottom line for the user if we forget to use that respond node?
The system they're using will stall indefinitely. They'll get a timeout error or just think it's broken.
Mid-roll sponsor, read placeholder for insertion.
All right, now for the part that really changes the whole game. The three nodes that give your workflow a real intelligence.
The AI engine.
We start with node 15, the AI agent. This is the brain.
So let's just define that. The AI agent node is what connects your workflow to a large language model, an LLM.
Right, a program like ChatGPT or Claude. And it needs two main things from you. First is the system message.
That's the instruction manual, the personality.
Yeah.
You are a helpful assistant who only speaks in haikus.
Exactly. And the second part is the input. So the user's actual question or the data you're feeding it. And this is where automation just fundamentally shifts from if this, then that, to an intelligent worker that can actually understand context.
A good system message is everything, isn't it?
It's what shapes the reality for the AI. If you just say, be helpful, you'll get, random results. But if you specify the tone, the format, the constraints, that's where you get reliability.
Okay, so the agent is the brain. That means node 16, AI tools, must be the hands.
That's it. Because without this node, the AI is just a brain in a jar.
It can think, but it can't do anything.
It can't act on the world. The AI tools node is what connects that brain to other nodes in your workflow, giving it actual capabilities.
And this is really the definition of an agent in the jargon. It's
Yeah.
an LLM that has access to tools.
Exactly right. And this
Yeah.
is where you get that moment of wonder.
Yeah.
Imagine you give the AI a tool called Google Calendar, and you ask it, hey, am I free at 2 p.m.? Instead of guessing, the AI recognizes it needs to use the tool. It actually checks your real calendar and gives you an accurate answer based on reality.
Whoa. Wait, so imagine scaling that
Yep.
across an entire business.
Yeah.
You're giving an AI hands to check inventory and send a refund. That's a different game entirely.
It moves the AI from being a passive writer to an active part of your operations. But that kind of power needs some guardrails.
Right.
Which brings us to our last node, number 17, the structured output parser. We call it the translator.
And the problem it solves is that AI models love to talk. They're trained on human language, so they ramble.
They ramble, they use emojis, but databases and computers, they need strict, structured data, not poetry.
Any data points.
Exactly. So the parser forces the AI agent to reply in a specific machine-readable format, usually JSON. You define the exact structure it has to follow.
Now, I hear this a lot. People say, well, in my system message, I just tell the AI to always use JSON, so why do I need this extra node?
And that is the most important technical point here. A system message requests JSON. It does not guarantee it. LLMs can have prompt drift, or they can just mess up the syntax. Just one missing bracket.
And the whole thing breaks. The next node fails.
The whole thing fails. The parser is a hard validator. It forces the output to be clean. So instead of the AI saying, well, I looked at the email and John Smith seems kind of angry.
You get clean, actionable data. You get a JSON object that says sender, John Smith, sentiment, angry.
It guarantees reliability. If you are saving to a database, it has to be perfect every single time. The parser makes that happen.
So even if we tell the AI in the system message to use JSON, we still need the parser.
The parser provides guaranteed reliability. It forces clean data for consistent database input.
We have covered so much ground. If you take the foundation nodes we did in part 1 and you add these 7 intelligence superpowers we just talked about,
The webhooks, the code node, the whole AI suite.
you now have these 17 essential nodes.
And this is really the big idea we want you to leave with. These 17 nodes are the Lego bricks. You don't need to learn all 500 plus nodes that are out there.
That can feel overwhelming.
Totally. But with just these 17, you can build probably 90% of any complex automation you can dream up. Content generators, support bots, business dashboards, you name it.
So the path from beginner to builder isn't about knowing everything. It's about mastering these powerful few.
It's about connecting the logical body of your workflow to the intelligent mind of the agent. I love how the source material puts it, focus determines reality.
Mhm.
So your next step isn't to read another guide, it's to pick one of these nodes, maybe the respond to webhook, maybe the AI agent, and just try to build something with it. Start small, but start now.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. Now go build something amazing.